back. We got my guy CTB.
Yeah.
Not CTE. Remember that CTE that Jeezy drink, the corporate thugging? But yeah, man. Jumping right back into it, man. Man, starting your own business, man. You know, a lot of people feel like you gotta have like tens to $100,000, man. Like, how did you invest in yourself, man, and like, you know, make that investment count instead of like, what kind of sacrifices did you make?
Man, long days, long nights for one.
Oh,
you know,
man.
At the end of the day, you gotta think like, bro, like I'm getting there now. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting there. You gotta look at it, man. Like starting a business, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, everybody else, you know, they look to do like loans and stuff like that. So it's just like when you can't do that, you know, you gotta, you know, strategically, you know, map it out. You know, and luckily me being a barber, like all it is just, you know, longer days to make that extra change. So it was just like everything that I wanted to do, you know, everything that I wanted to have in my barbershop, you know, it wasn't too far. It wasn't too far out of my reach. So, you know, it was just, you know, a whole lot of saving, you know, saving that money up, going and buying it, you know, looking, trying to get the best deal, you know, just patience. At the end of the day, it's just patience because, like, you know, like I could never build my business or have it fully accomplished in one day. So, man, it was just a lot of patience, a lot of work, just persistence, you know, just working to get that goal and make sure everything got accomplished in the time frame that you was looking for.
Well, what about the sacrifice though, man? Because, you know, that's like that's people usually don't talk about the sacrifice, you know, and that's not usually what people see. That's like more of like the behind the scenes thing. Like what I'm trying to get to is like tell people about the, you know, some of the things you had to cut out. I mean, I know you a sneakerhead, man.
Man, like no, like to keep it 100, it wasn't no cutting nothing out. It was like, you know, like that's just like you said, like, you know, we buy sneakers, we buy shoes. So I mean, when you look at it, you know, you go from buying 4 and 5 pair of shoes a month to like 2.
Right.
You know, picking the certain ones. It's just like I like phone posits. So, you know, those is easy, $250 a lick.
Man.
So, you know, when you look at your closet, you got 10 plus pair, you looking at 5 bands.
Yeah.
Over, you know, you looking at 5 bands and shoes. It's just like, you know, like, man, it really, like, like, for me to sit up here and say I wouldn't have been able to achieve and get everything that I wanted to get starting a business, and then I turn around and I look in the closet and I got shoes everywhere, like, it's basically, you know, like, it's kind of pointless. So it was just like, man, you know, it's mentally hard. You know, you sit there, it's like, do you want these shoes or do you want to buy this steamer? You know, you want these shoes or you want to buy these clippers? And, you know, I'm real big on kind of like I look at barbering as an investment, because if you invest, you're going to get your money back. So if I buy $100 pair of clippers and I do 5 cuts at $20, I pay for the clippers. Right. I got my money back, you know. Or if I do 5 cuts at $25, $30, you know, I'm making my money back towards my initial investment. So at the end of the day, that's all it really is just, you know, buying the products and the equipment to make your business better. So, you know, if you make the business better, you can raise your prices. You know, raise your prices, you make more money. You make more money to buy bigger and better stuff. So that's what it was at the end of the day. It wasn't really just like, it wasn't a big sacrifice. It was just really it was just prioritizing.
Right.
Just looking at everything and just seeing what it is that you can do to get to the point where you're trying to be at.
So in essence, bro, when you invest in yourself, which is the best investment you can make, period.
This is true.
It's not really a sacrifice when you look in long term and not short term.
Yeah, so I mean, you gotta think, like, I don't ever plan on going back and working for anybody. So at the end of the day, like, me having to invest anything that I gotta invest, any class that I gotta take, like, I just took a class Monday. I just took a the male weave You know, the man weave.
Oh,
Right?
man.
Hey, bro. I mean,
Oh, God.
Hey, man.
Oh, I'm coming, Elizabeth. This man said the male weave.
Hey, man, you the male hair replacement unit, you know, if you want to get technical. But it's just like, bro, like, why waste time? Well, not waste time, because, you know, all haircuts is haircuts.
Right.
But why waste your time on a haircut that's $40 and $50 when you could give that same hour and a half, 2 hours to somebody that's bald that want her, that's gonna willingly pay you $300 to $500.
So go get the bag.
Go get the bag.
Go get the money. Go get the money.
At the end of the day, like, it's just like you like no hard feelings about it. Like, you know, by all means, that's one of the newest ventures that I'm finna tackle and jump into, are doing those, because the money is there, and it ain't even on you. And you gotta look at it like, you don't have to look at it from the regular person point of view. You could do the medical side of it.
Right.
You know, cancer patient, you know, people that have alopecia, you know, insurance pays for it, bro. Those haircuts start out at anywhere from $700 to $3,500. So you give me an insurance client that's gonna give me $1,400 for one haircut. I ain't got to cut hair that week.
I'm with it.
I'm chilling. So it's just like, man, it's just opening up the mind. It's just like, it's a whole lot of money to be made out here as a barber nowadays, and it's just like standing behind the chair is not gonna get it at all. I realized that the hard way. You know, trying to cut 25 and 30 heads a day, that's tiring.
Do your hand cramp up? Do you ever like
Man,
cut and like you just your shit just lock up and you just
man,
you got the monkey claw?
Man, I used to work at the bus plant, man.
Oh man.
And it was just like, I'd wake up every day and I'd have to run hot water over my hands to get them to open up.
Oh no.
And so it's just like, man, for the most part, man, cutting 25, 30 heads a day, the most you're gonna do is it might depend on how you cutting, and if your posture is straight, you know, your arms might be sore, you know, back might be sore, you know, but for the most part, it's just tiring, bro. You got 25 to 30 people that you have to cut every day. Like, man, you done been there, bro. You done been in the shop with me, so I mean, you know what it's like to see 10 people looking at you like, yeah, bro, I know you cutting his hair all good, but when you get to mine, I need that same effort, G. So it's just like, man, you know, people are kind of unforgiving. You know, they want the same service every time, no matter what. And it's kind of just like, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do what I got to do to kind of like steer clear from that. So you got to think, if you up your services and, you know, you create a certain expectation, and once that expectation is met, people going to pay for it. And it's just like, you know, if I say I'm changing my appointments to, you know, an hour, I got an hour per client and I'm charging $30 to $40. Like, the people that really care, it's going to weed out those people that really don't care about their appearance. They just getting a haircut. Because I want those people that really care about their appearance, that really care how they look, to where you truly getting what you pay for.
Okay. I know, man. I've been wanting to ask you this ever since you've been in the shop since I first seen you at Barber King. I know you be having some funny ass stories, man. I know one. Just tell me one in particular, man. Just a funny ass story about a customer, man. You just be like, man, I know this brother didn't, man.
Yeah, bro. I've been cutting hair 8. Man, okay. This is what made me raise. It made the whole shop.
You ain't gotta say no name.
It made the whole shop raise their prices. So we had a dude, you know, he didn't came to the shop before. Knew that the haircuts was 20. He didn't been to everybody in the shop. Everybody didn't cut his hair. So we had another dude. He'd pull up. He'd sell like merchandise, stuff like that. So the dude wanted a cut, needed a cut, had a whole event to go to. You know, he walks in. Dude pulls up like, yo, I got jerseys, you know, shoes and all of this stuff outside. You know, so, you know, dude, he goes out there, buys it. You know, he was next in line with whoever he was going to cut, me, TJE. So, you know, he comes back in. He done went outside and balled out. Bought shoes. He bought clothes.
Bro, you better not tell me his brother didn't come back in there with no bread. Bro,
what I tell you? And I promise you, bro, like, and when he came back in, he went like, now, if you know TJ, you know TJ don't take no shit. So he came back into TJ first, like, hey, bro, I need a cut. I need a full haircut. only got $15. And I'm just like,
Not having it.
what? I'm looking at him through the thing, like, oh, he talking to that nigga. He ain't talking to me. So, he talking to TJ. TJ's like, man, I ain't doing it. I give you an edge up on the table. He's like, man, I need a cut. Like, bro, you got to come with 20. He's like, man, but I spent it outside. So, like, so you spent it outside? But you needed a haircut? I was like,
It made it worse.
Oh, no. So, he went from TJ, then he went to E. He's like, man, I need a cut. All I got is 15. And you gotta think he's saying all of this with a big bag of stuff in his hand. Like, yeah, bro, I just got this jersey and these shoes and this shirt out the car. I'm just like, so you spent your money outside the shop?
And then save no haircut money?
Didn't say no haircut money. What's a grown man, bro?
Come on,
Kinfold. Man, bro. So I was like, oh. So he finally got back to me. He finally came to me. He's like, man, bro, what can you do? I was like, I can't do nothing. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've been cutting her since 6 this morning. It was probably about 4 in the afternoon. I was like, the last thing I'm finna do is give you a whole. And you gotta think, people be saying they want a haircut, and it ain't like he was gonna say, I know I got $15. Give me a trash haircut for $15. No, because at the end of the day, my name is on that. So when you walk up out of here, you gonna be like, who cut your hair? Chubbs. And I'm standing there with the boo-boo face because it's just like, I didn't give my all on the haircut because it was $15. So it's just like, man, Deuce did it, bro. He literally sat there for about 2 hours. Didn't get no haircut. All because he was. And what was so crazy is dude was still there. He didn't want to take the stuff back that he had bought to get a haircut.
So it's pride.
Pride, bro. Talking about he sat there. Stuff that he had bought and no haircut. Well, at least you'll be fresh. You might not have a haircut, but you gonna be fresh. So I'm just like, man, you see a lot in the barbershop though, man. Like, whew, it's tough.
I don't work at the barbershop, but I got one story with you involved at the barbershop in particular.
Yeah.
Can I tell the story, brother?
You can, man, by all means. Which one we telling?
So, I'm an alcohol man.
This is true. Yeah.
I sip the Crown.
Sips the Crown.
I'm trying to get an endorsement. What's up, Crown? But me, on this one particular night, I see my barber sipping a little drink. And I was like, well,
sipping a little drink.
I said, man, let me get a little bit of that. I've seen them rap videos and stuff. I said, man, that shit probably cool, man. Let me see how this gonna be like.
Yeah.
He was like, man, bro, you just take a little bit.
And I remember that too. You said, nah, I'm a professional.
I've been drinking since. I was like, man, I got this. So he pulled me up a little bit, and I think we supposed to kick it that night too.
Yeah, we supposed to go out that night.
So I take that, I go home, I'm fresh, and I wake up, it's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. I done sipped that drink and sat down waiting on people to call me to tell me, hey bro, we ready to come through or whatever, or meet me at XYZ. But I done fell asleep in my whole club outfit.
Oh. Man, that's crazy. He called me the next day scared, bro. Man, I slept all night. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Bro, I can't describe the sleep that I had, bro. It was like...
Oh, man, it's the most relaxing sleep it's the most relaxing sleep you gonna ever come across.
Since birth, bro.
Yeah.
Since the womb.
Yeah. You sip that drink and you go to sleep. You better go to sleep at the house.
I don't see how people sip drink and function, bro.
No, I mean, you just can't sit down. I mean, by all means, you can't sit down. If you sit down, it's over with. So, yeah, like when I be sipping drink, I be up, moving around. Now, if I sit down, it's over with.
So, is it safe to say that's what they would talk about with sleepwalking?
Nah, heck no.
Cause like I be seeing motherfuckers kind of look like they drank out a little bit.
Nah, I mean, and it depends on that's the worst attitude you're gonna probably ever catch from somebody, is if you fooling with them and they've been sipping drink. It's just like, leave me alone. Let me mood in peace. I'm that person.
Yeah.
Like, don't talk to me. If I'm talking to you, I'm talking. But if I sit down and I start chilling, just let me chill.
Let you vibe. Let you be in your own world, huh?
Just let me chill in peace. We don't need to do nothing else, man.
So that's a quick way to start an argument around the house, because when the family needed.
Man, it's crazy. Like, nah, like, it's just, man, it make you real irritable. Like, you take the worst irritability you ever had, baby can knock something on the floor. Stupid. You know, so it's just like, man, when if I'm sipping drink, bro, I just kind of try to stay away from everybody. Come home, go to sleep, wake up, try to, shake it off.
Man, that's why I'm gonna stick to that liquor, man. I can sip it. To me, it'd be like a grown man buzz. Like that drink, man. That was my first and last time, bro. I had to put that down in the "Don't Do That Again" chronicles. That part of my life, that way. But yeah, man. Not only, I'm still thinking about that outfit, bro. I was fresh, bro. That's the best outfit nobody ever seen. I think I had me a sweater on, bro.
No, that's that $300 sweater you bought from Underground Station. That's when BJ started getting a little money.
Yeah, man, I remember the day he was like, bro, you really gonna spend that on a sweater?
Man, he bought a $280 sweater, G.
Yeah. Well, it's been past the legal limitation, wifey. You know now. I didn't spend 50, so he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm playing though, but not only that, man. Man, tell me a little bit about that community work you've been doing, man. I seen that you was handing out stuff downtown to the homeless, man. I thought that was dope, man.
Yeah.
I wish I could have been a part of that, man.
Yeah, man. And by all means, bro. Like I'm an introvert, bro, so I don't talk to people unless talk to, depending on my mood, bro. Like, I move a little differently, so you can't expect everybody to, like, want to give.
Right.
Because that's got to come from within somewhere, so.
Right.
At the same time, like, I wanted to do something. I'm right downtown, I'm on 5th in Boston. So, I look out my window every day, and I see homeless people, back and forth. If I'm coming into work, parking and stuff, I see homeless people all the time. So I was just like, man, it'd be dope to do something to facilitate the need, whether it was just food. It was only supposed to be just food. I was just going to hand out Thanksgiving dinner. And then, shout out to, Megan Moore, Bio, Courtney.
Shout out.
Rico.
What up?
Everybody that came out to help me do it, I talked to them and it turned into like hats, shout out to Claudia, Claudia St. Martin.
Shout out Claudia.
She
real good person.
She she got hats. So we got over 100 hats. We got gloves, hats, toothbrushes, blankets, toothpaste, bottles of water, just stuff that on the daily that they might not be able to get their hands on due to the situation. So it was just kind of one of those things, Shout out to Popsy, man, Popsy Floyd.
Shout out Popsy.
Tulsa Police Department. He came out, brought the truck out, came out. We all gave back, and did what we had to do. It was kind of it's one of those things to where like I can make a post on social media and say, "Yo, I'm giving back," but of course, it's going to be cool for everybody to jump on the post and be like, yo, I want to do it too. But you're not doing it from the same spot in your heart that I'm doing it from. You're doing it because it socially looks cool.
Trying to flex.
To give back. And, like, I'm not, like, we might get together after it's all said and done, take a picture and post it, but I'm not initially putting it together so that I can say, yeah, as soon as we get done doing this, we're going to take a picture and post it on Facebook. Everybody gonna see that, we was giving back. Like, no, like, for the most part, my customers heard me talking about it. They came out and they wanted to be involved. So it's just kind of one of those things. So it's just like, if it rub off on you, it stick. If not, keep going. I don't ever feel bad that people don't. I mean, it's too much like, right, you would expect people to want to give back all the time, but at the end of the day, that's not gonna happen. So it's just like, you just spread your movement, and if people jump on, they jump on.
Yeah, y'all heard it first, man. Give from your heart. Don't just give just to be flexing. Don't be a flex offender. But yeah, man, before we get out of here, man, tell them where they can reach you at, man. Tell them where they can follow you, your Twitter handler names, Facebook, whatever, man.
Man, Chubbs the Barber on Instagram, Chubbs the Barber on Snapchat, CHUBBSTHA Barber on Instagram, Chubbs the Barber on Snapchat. You know, if you look up my real name, Jermel Goree on Facebook, man, you'll find me. You know, yeah, all my stuff is pretty open, man. You know, it's you know, I do my booking. You know, I do my booking on Squire. So you know, you can't call me and book an appointment unless you really want an appointment. It's gonna cost you that ticket. But you know, for the most part, man, it's all out there, man. One social media leads to the other. The name is universal. You know, Chubbs the Barber for everything. So, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible.
Look my guy up. He'll put you in the game. Have you an official sauce smoker. But yeah, man, y'all know what time it is, man. It's 1 a.m. It's your boy BJ. Special guest Chubb, CTB. And we out.
We all we got.
Yes, sir.
I mean like a camel, she get dirty and no camos. I'ma take that gamble, lay her flat just like some sandals. Flip her like a channel, then pass her off straight to Lambo. All my niggas slum, all my niggas slum. A rapper like a gift from